Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a simple yet profound question. What is life? Is it a random assortment of accidents, or is it a delicate and deliberate gift teetering between chaos and order? The answer to this question shapes how we live, how we think, and how we act. And I want to propose something radical, that the gift of life is no feeling accident. Life is not a random or meaningless occurrence. It stands as a phenomenon of extraordinary order emerging from what initially appears to be chaos. To appreciate this fully, we must first consider the astounding improbability of existence itself. The universe, as vast and indifferent as it may seem, has conspired through processes that are both ancient and infinitely complex to create the conditions for life. The physical laws that govern our world, from gravity to electromagnetism, are not arbitrary. They operate with precision, creating a reality where life not only can emerge, but can thrive. When we examine the intricacies of life, from the molecular level to the grand scale of ecosystems, we are struck by a profound sense of structure and interconnectedness. Take the human body, for instance. It's a marvel of order, a symphony of systems working in harmony. The circulatory system delivers oxygen to cells. The nervous system transmits information at lightning speed, and the immune system defends us from harm. Each of these systems in isolation is a miracle of biological engineering, but the fact that they coexist and operate as a cohesive whole defies the notion of randomness. Even at the microscopic level, the building blocks of life reveal astonishing complexity. DNA, the molecule that encodes our genetic information, is often referred to as the blueprint of life. But it is far more dynamic than a simple blueprint. It is a living, adaptable instruction manual that enables organisms to grow, heal, and even evolve. The processes that govern DNA replication and protein synthesis are so precise that they border on the miraculous, and yet they are not accidents. They are the product of billions of years of refinement, driven by natural selection and other forces that shape the fabric of existence. Stepping back to a larger scale, we see that life doesn't exist in isolation. It thrives within ecosystems, complex networks of relationships between organisms and their environments. These ecosystems are masterpieces of balance and resilience. Consider a forest. The trees, animals, fungi, and microorganisms within it form a web of interdependence. Trees provide oxygen and shelter, animals disperse seeds, fungi decompose organic matter, and microorganisms enrich the soil. Each element plays a role, contributing to the stability of the whole. This level of coordination is not accidental. It reflects a deep, underlying order that governs life on Earth. But why is this order significant? Why should we care that life is not an accident? The answer lies in the implications of this realization. If life were truly random, if it were nothing more than a cosmic fluke, it would be easy to dismiss its importance. We could adopt a nihilistic view, seeing existence as devoid of meaning or purpose. But the evidence suggests otherwise. The order inherent in life points to something profound, that existence is deliberate, that it matters, and that it is worthy of our attention and care. This perspective has practical implications for how we live our lives. When we see life as a gift of extraordinary order, we begin to treat it with the reverence it deserves. We become more mindful of our actions and their consequences. We recognize that our choices, however small they may seem, are part of a larger tapestry. Our lives are not isolated, they are deeply interconnected with the lives of others and with the world around us. Furthermore, understanding life as a product of order helps us navigate the challenges and uncertainties we face. Life is not free from chaos. In fact, chaos is an integral part of existence. But chaos is not the absence of order, it is its counterpart. The interplay between chaos and order is what drives creativity, growth, and transformation. When we embrace this dynamic, we can face life's uncertainties with courage and resilience. We can see challenges not as threats but as opportunities to create something new and meaningful. In many ways, life's order is both a mystery and a miracle. It invites us to explore, to question, and to seek understanding. Science and philosophy have made great strides in unraveling the mechanisms behind life's complexity. But there is still so much we don't know. This mystery is not a limitation, it is an invitation. It calls us to approach life with humility, curiosity, and wonder. Finally, acknowledging the order inherent in life changes how we view ourselves. It reminds us that we are not mere accidents drifting aimlessly through an indifferent universe. We are part of something much larger, a grand unfolding narrative existence. This realization can be both humbling and empowering. It humbles us by showing us the vastness of the forces that brought us into being. But it also empowers us by reminding us that we have a role to play in this narrative. We are not passive observers, we are active participants in the story of life. To see life as an ordered miracle amid chaos is to awaken to its true nature. It is to recognize the beauty and intricacy of existence, to embrace the responsibility that comes with being alive, and to live with a sense of purpose and gratitude. Life is not a fleeting accident. It is a gift of extraordinary complexity and meaning. And it is up to us to honor that gift by living fully, mindfully, and responsibly. Rejecting the idea that life is a meaningless accident requires a shift in perspective that profoundly changes how we view our place in the world and the choices we make. When we dismiss life as random and insignificant, we free ourselves, at least superficially, from responsibility. After all, if nothing matters, then why should our actions carry weight? This notion is seductive because it simplifies existence, stripping away the burdens of meaning, purpose, and accountability. But simplicity is not the same as truth, and nihilism, however appealing it may seem in moments of despair or uncertainty, is ultimately a dead end. To recognize life as a gift means accepting that it is imbued with significance, and with that significance comes responsibility. Responsibility is not a constraint, it is a path to meaning. It is through taking responsibility for our lives, our choices, and our impact on the world that we transcend the chaos and find purpose. This is not an easy path, but it is a necessary one. Responsibility demands effort, sacrifice, and discipline, yet it is the very thing that makes life worth living. When we choose responsibility over nihilism, we acknowledge that our actions matter. Every decision we make contributes to the broader fabric of existence, influencing not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. This interconnectedness is both daunting and inspiring. It means that we have the power to create positive change, but it also means that we bear the weight of our failures. However, this weight is not something to be feared. It is something to embrace. It is a reminder that we are part of something larger than ourselves, and that our lives are not isolated, meaningless events, but integral threads in the tapestry of existence. Consider the alternative, a life lived without responsibility. Such a life may seem freeing at first, but it quickly becomes hollow. Without responsibility, there is no direction, no progress, and no real sense of accomplishment. Responsibility provides structure and purpose. It gives us goals to strive for and a sense of achievement when those goals are met. It also connects us to others, fostering relationships and communities built on mutual care and support. Responsibility is not a burden, it is a gift that allows us to participate fully in the richness of life. This shift from nihilism to responsibility also changes how we approach challenges and suffering. When life is seen as meaningless, suffering becomes unbearable. It is reduced to a cruel joke, an unfortunate side effect of existence that serves no purpose. But when we embrace responsibility, suffering takes on a different character. It becomes a test, a challenge to overcome, and an opportunity for growth. Responsibility allows us to find meaning even in the darkest moments, transforming suffering from something to be avoided into something that can deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world. Responsibility also fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable, and chaos is an ever-present reality. But responsibility provides a foundation that allows us to navigate uncertainty with strength and determination. When we take responsibility for our lives, we create a sense of stability and control, even in the face of external chaos. We become active participants in shaping our destiny rather than passive victims of circumstance. This agency is empowering, reminding us that while we may not control everything, we do have the ability to influence our paths. Another crucial aspect of responsibility is its ability to inspire hope. When we see life as a gift and embrace the responsibility that comes with it, we begin to see the potential for improvement and growth. We recognize that our actions, however small they may seem, can contribute to a better future. This hope is a powerful motivator, driving us to work toward goals that may seem distant or even unattainable. It is hope fueled by responsibility that pushes us to innovate, to create, and to strive for greatness. Responsibility also cultivates gratitude. When we take responsibility for our lives, we begin to appreciate the opportunities and resources we have been given. We see life not as something to be taken for granted, but as a precious gift that deserves our care and attention. This gratitude, in turn, reinforces our commitment to responsibility, creating a positive cycle that enhances our sense of purpose and fulfillment. Finally, choosing responsibility over nihilism is an act of courage. It requires us to confront the reality of our existence, to face the challenges and uncertainties of life head-on, and to accept that our choices matter. It is far easier to retreat into the comfort of meaninglessness, to abdicate responsibility and let life happen to us, rather than taking an active role. But courage is what allows us to rise above this temptation and embrace the full potential of our existence. To reject the idea of life as a meaningless accident is to accept the profound truth that life is a gift. And with that gift comes the responsibility to live deliberately, to act with purpose, and to contribute to the betterment of ourselves and the world. Responsibility is not a burden to be avoided. It is the key to unlocking the depth and richness of life. It connects us to others, provides a sense of direction, and gives us the strength to face life's challenges with hope and resilience. In the end, responsibility is what allows us to find meaning in existence. It transforms life from a series of random events into a purposeful journey. And it is through this journey that we discover not only who we are, but also who we have the potential to become. Life is not a meaningless accident. It is a gift that invites us to rise to the occasion and live with intention and integrity. Feelings are often dismissed as fleeting or inconsequential, but to regard them as accidents or random byproducts of existence is to misunderstand their true nature. Feelings are deeply intertwined with our humanity. They are essential mechanisms that guide our behavior, shape our values, and provide insight into what truly matters in life. They are not arbitrary, nor are they meaningless. They serve as signals, pointing us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. At their core, feelings are adaptive tools. They have evolved over millennia as part of the complex interplay between our biology, psychology, and environment. Consider the basic emotions like fear, anger, sadness, and joy. Each of these serves a purpose. Fear alerts us to danger and compels us to act in ways that protect us from harm. Anger, when appropriately channeled, signals an injustice or imbalance and motivates us to correct it. Sadness often arises as a response to loss, providing an opportunity for reflection and emotional processing. And joy encourages behaviors that foster connection, growth, and well-being. These emotions are not random. They are finely tuned responses to the challenges and opportunities of existence. Feelings also play a crucial role in our decision-making processes. They act as a compass, guiding us toward choices that align with our values and away from those that violate them. This is particularly evident in situations where rational analysis alone is insufficient. For example, when faced with a difficult ethical dilemma, We often rely on our feelings to inform our decisions. Our sense of guilt, empathy, or pride can provide valuable insight into what is right or wrong, even when the logical path is unclear. In this way, feelings serve as an essential complement to reason, helping us navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and integrity. Moreover, feelings are intimately connected to our sense of purpose. They reveal what we care about and where we find meaning. When we feel joy or fulfillment, it is often because we are engaged in activities that resonate with our values and aspirations. Conversely, feelings of frustration or dissatisfaction can signal that something is out of alignment, prompting us to reevaluate our priorities and make necessary changes. This interplay between feelings and purpose underscores the idea that our emotions are not accidental. They are integral to our pursuit of a meaningful life. It is also important to recognize that feelings are not static. They are dynamic, constantly shifting in response to our experiences and environment. This fluidity allows them to act as a feedback mechanism, providing ongoing information about how we are navigating the world. For instance, a sense of unease or anxiety might indicate that we are venturing into unfamiliar territory or facing a significant challenge. Rather than dismissing these feelings as negative or unproductive, we can view them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. By paying attention to our emotions and understanding their origins, we can learn to respond to them in ways that promote personal development and resilience. However, feelings are not infallible. They can be influenced by biases, misconceptions, and external pressures, leading us astray if we are not careful. This is why it is essential to cultivate emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our emotions effectively. Emotional intelligence allows us to distinguish between feelings that are constructive and those that are misleading. It helps us interpret our emotions in context, identifying their underlying causes and determining the most appropriate course of action. In doing so, we can harness the power of our feelings to guide us toward positive outcomes rather than allowing them to control or overwhelm us. Feelings also play a vital role in our relationships. They serve as a bridge between ourselves and others, enabling us to connect on a deeper level. Empathy, for example, allows us to understand and share the emotions of others, fostering compassion and strengthening bonds. Trust, love, and gratitude are all feelings that enhance our ability to form meaningful connections and build supportive communities. These emotional ties are not accidental. They are fundamental to our survival and well-being. By nurturing our feelings and using them to guide our interactions, we can create relationships that are both fulfilling and enduring. At a broader level, feelings are a reflection of our humanity. They remind us that we are not isolated individuals, but part of a larger, interconnected whole. Our emotions are shaped by our experiences, our relationships, and our culture, and they, in turn, shape the world around us. This interconnectedness highlights the significance of our feelings, not just for ourselves, but for the communities and societies we inhabit. When we recognize the value of our emotions and use them to inform our actions, we contribute to a collective effort to create a more compassionate and just world. Finally, feelings are a source of creativity and inspiration. Many of humanity's greatest achievements, whether in art, science, literature, or philosophy, have been driven by emotional experiences. Joy, wonder, curiosity, and even pain have inspired individuals to push the boundaries of what is possible, exploring new ideas and creating works of profound beauty and significance. These accomplishments remind us that our feelings are not limitations, but sources of strength and potential. They are the fuel that drives us to imagine, innovate, and strive for something greater. To view feelings as accidents is to underestimate their profound importance in shaping who we are and how we live. They are not random or meaningless. They are essential aspects of our existence, providing insight, motivation, and connection. By embracing our emotions and learning to interpret them wisely, we can unlock their potential to guide us toward a life of purpose, growth, and fulfillment. Feelings are not accidents. They are gifts, deeply woven into the fabric of our humanity, and they deserve our attention, respect, and gratitude. Embracing life as a gift is not merely a passive recognition of its value, but an active invitation to responsibility, growth, and meaning. To regard life as a profound opportunity rather than a random occurrence is to approach it with a sense of gratitude, wonder, and purpose. This perspective shifts how we interact with the world, how we face challenges, and how we engage with others. It transforms life from a mere sequence of events into a journey imbued with significance, where every action, every choice carries weight and contributes to the broader narrative of our existence. When we accept life as a gift, we inherently acknowledge that it is something rare and precious. Think of the sheer improbability of existence. Our very presence on this earth is the culmination of countless factors, from the alignment of the universe's physical laws to the intricate processes of biological evolution. This understanding is humbling and should inspire a sense of responsibility. If life is not accidental but intentional, then how we live it matters. Every decision, every moment becomes an opportunity to honor the gift we have been given by striving to live well, to contribute meaningfully, and to make the most of the time we have. This sense of responsibility does not mean burdening ourselves with unrealistic expectations or perfectionism. Rather, it means recognizing that we have agency and the power to make choices that shape our lives and impact the lives of others. Responsibility is not a punishment or a weight, it is a privilege. It grants us the ability to take ownership of our actions, to learn from our mistakes, and to grow as individuals. In doing so, we become active participants in the unfolding story of life rather than passive spectators. Living life as a gift also entails cultivating gratitude. Gratitude is not merely an emotional state, but a practice, a way of seeing and interacting with the world that enhances our appreciation for what we have. When we approach life with gratitude, we become more aware of its beauty and complexity. The simplest experiences, from the warmth of the sun on our skin to the laughter shared with a loved one, take on new meaning. Gratitude shifts our focus away from what we lack or desire and toward what we already have, fostering a sense of contentment and joy. Gratitude also has a ripple effect, influencing how we treat others and the environment around us. When we view life as a gift, we naturally extend that perspective to others, recognizing their inherent value and significance. This recognition fosters empathy, kindness, and compassion, strengthening our relationships and creating a sense of community. It also encourages us to care for the natural world, understanding that the environment is not a resource to be exploited, but a shared gift to be preserved and cherished for future generations. Another aspect of embracing life as a gift is the willingness to face challenges and suffering with courage and resilience. Life is not without its difficulties, and accepting it as a gift does not mean denying or avoiding pain. Instead, it means viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and transformation. When we encounter adversity, we are given the chance to develop our character, to discover our strengths, and to deepen our understanding of ourselves and others. Suffering, though painful, can be a source of profound wisdom and empathy if we approach it with an open heart and a willingness to learn. In this sense, life's hardships are not contradictions to its status as a gift. They are part of what makes it meaningful. Without challenges, there would be no growth. Without loss, we could not fully appreciate love. Without struggle, we would not recognize triumph. The richness of life lies in its complexity, in the interplay between joy and sorrow, success and failure, order and chaos. To embrace life as a gift is to accept this complexity and to find meaning in it even when it is difficult. Living with this mindset also requires us to pursue purpose. Purpose is not something that is handed to us. It is something we create through our actions and choices. It is the result of aligning our values, talents, and passions with the needs of the world. When we pursue purpose, we move beyond self-interest and seek to contribute to something larger than ourselves. This might mean nurturing a family, dedicating ourselves to meaningful work, engaging in acts of service, or pursuing creative expression. Whatever form it takes, purpose provides direction and motivation, anchoring us in the face of life's uncertainties. Furthermore, seeing life as a gift compels us to live authentically. Authenticity means embracing who we truly are, with all our strengths, weaknesses, and complexities. It means resisting the temptation to conform to external expectations or to live according to someone else's definition of success. When we live authentically, we honor the uniqueness of our existence and the individuality of our journey. This authenticity not only enriches our own lives, but also inspires others to do the same, creating a culture of acceptance and mutual respect. Finally, embracing life as a gift invites us to seek joy and beauty, even in the ordinary. It reminds us that life is not solely about grand achievements or milestones, but about the moments that make up our everyday existence. It is in the laughter of children, the colors of a sunset, the rhythm of a favorite song, and the quiet moments of reflection that we often find the greatest meaning. By cultivating an awareness of these small, fleeting joys, we deepen our appreciation for life and strengthen our connection to the present moment. To live as though life is a gift is to live deliberately. It is to recognize its value, to embrace its challenges, to seek purpose and meaning, and to approach each day with gratitude and authenticity. Life is not a meaningless accident. It is a profound opportunity, a chance to grow, to connect, and to contribute. When we embrace this perspective, we not only honor the gift of life, but also become stewards of it, ensuring that its beauty and potential are preserved and celebrated for generations to come. When we consider life as a profound and intentional gift rather than a meaningless accident, it demands something from us. It calls us to rise to the occasion and engage fully with the challenges and opportunities it presents. This perspective fundamentally changes the way we approach our responsibilities, relationships, and the world itself. To accept life as purposeful requires us to acknowledge that we are not passive recipients of existence, but active participants in shaping its course. It is this active engagement, this deliberate living, that enables us to honor the gift of life and extract its deepest meaning. A central aspect of rising to the occasion is the recognition that we each have a unique role to play in the unfolding story of existence. No one else possesses the same combination of talents, perspectives, and experiences that we do. This individuality is not a coincidence or a trivial detail. It is part of the inherent value and purpose of our lives. To live fully is to embrace our uniqueness and take responsibility for developing our potential. This means identifying our strengths, honing our skills, and seeking ways to use them in service of something greater than ourselves. It is through this process of growth and contribution that we discover who we truly are and what we are capable of achieving. Rising to the occasion also means facing adversity with courage and determination. Life is fraught with difficulties, and no one is exempt from its trials. But these challenges are not meaningless. They are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to build resilience. It is in confronting obstacles that we develop strength of character and the ability to persevere in the face of uncertainty. When we approach difficulties with a mindset of responsibility and purpose, they cease to be mere inconveniences or sources of suffering. Instead, they become moments of transformation, points at which we prove to ourselves and others that we are capable of overcoming what once seemed insurmountable. This sense of responsibility extends beyond ourselves to encompass our relationships and communities. Rising to the occasion means recognizing that our actions and choices have an impact on those around us. We are not isolated beings. We are part of an intricate web of connections that binds us to our families, friends, colleagues, and even strangers. To live fully is to acknowledge this interconnectedness and to act in ways that contribute to the well-being of others. Whether it is through acts of kindness, support, or mentorship, our ability to positively influence others is one of the most profound ways we can honor the gift of life. Moreover, rising to the occasion involves the willingness to take on challenges that go beyond immediate personal gain. It is easy to focus solely on our own needs and desires, but a life lived in this way is ultimately shallow and unfulfilling. True purpose is found in striving for something larger than ourselves, whether it is advocating for justice, protecting the environment, fostering innovation, or contributing to the arts. These endeavors require effort, sacrifice, and a willingness to endure setbacks, but they are also deeply rewarding. They remind us that life is not just about what we take from the world, but about what we give to it. Another important aspect of rising to the occasion is the commitment to live with integrity. Integrity means aligning our actions with our values, even when it is difficult or inconvenient. It requires us to be honest with ourselves and others, to take responsibility for our mistakes, and to strive for fairness and accountability in all that we do. Integrity is not simply a personal virtue, it is the foundation for trust and respect in our relationships and communities. When we live with integrity, we demonstrate our commitment to honoring the gift of life and to contributing positively to the world. Living fully also means embracing the richness of the human experience, with all its complexity and contradictions. It is not enough to seek only happiness or comfort. To truly rise to the occasion, we must be willing to engage with the full spectrum of emotions and experiences that life offers. This includes moments of pain and loss, as well as joy and triumph. Each of these experiences has something to teach us, and it is through embracing them that we gain wisdom and insight. To live fully is to remain open to the beauty and fragility of life, to appreciate its fleeting nature, and to find meaning even in its impermanence. Finally, rising to the occasion means cultivating a sense of hope and vision for the future. Life, with all its challenges, can sometimes feel overwhelming or even discouraging, but hope is what allows us to look beyond the present moment and imagine a better world. It inspires us to set goals, to dream, and to work toward a future that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. Hope is not naive optimism. It is an active choice to believe in the possibility of progress and to take steps toward making that possibility a reality. When we live with hope, we not only empower ourselves, but also inspire others to join us in creating a more just, compassionate, and meaningful world. To rise to the occasion is to embrace the fullness of life with intention and courage. It is to recognize the inherent value and purpose of our existence and to act in ways that reflect that recognition. This is not an easy path, but it is a deeply rewarding one. It challenges us to grow, to contribute, and to connect with others in profound and meaningful ways. By rising to the occasion, we honor the gift of life, not just for ourselves, but for all those who come into contact with us. In doing so, we affirm that life is not a meaningless accident, but a profound opportunity, one that deserves our utmost effort and care. In conclusion, the gift of life is no accidental occurrence, but a profound and deliberate opportunity, one that calls us to recognize its inherent value, embrace its complexity, and respond to its challenges with purpose and responsibility. Feelings, far from being trivial or incidental, serve as vital signals that guide us toward meaning and connection, urging us to reflect, grow, and act with intention. Life, in all its fragility and unpredictability, demands our active participation, asking us to rise to the occasion with gratitude, courage, and a commitment to make it better for ourselves and for those around us. This journey of living fully is not without its hardships, but it is precisely through these challenges that we uncover our strength, our purpose, and our capacity to contribute meaningfully to the world. When we view life as a gift, we are reminded to honor its preciousness, not by passively existing, but by actively engaging with it, nurturing our relationships, pursuing truth, and leaving behind a legacy of compassion, integrity, and growth. Ultimately, life's true meaning lies not in avoiding suffering or striving for perfection, but in embracing its fullness, the joys and sorrows, the triumphs and failures, the quiet moments and profound connections. It is in the act of living intentionally, of seeking purpose and beauty in the everyday, that we transform life from a series of random events into a deeply meaningful narrative. The gift of life, far from being an accident, is a call to responsibility, creativity, and hope. A call to be fully present, to care for one another, and to strive for a better future. And it is through this lens of gratitude and purpose that we come to understand and cherish the extraordinary privilege of being alive.